Get ready for an unforgettable experience. The thunderous roar of engines, the sharp crack of timber, and the breathtaking sight of massive trees crashing down in seconds. This video takes logging to a whole new level. Don't miss it!
This guy, with his holes form a G372 chainsaw powered by 4 kilowatts. Smoothly and swiftly fells a massive tree with a 3.5-foot diameter. With years of experience, the towering 90-foot-tall, 7-foot-wide ancient tree quickly fell before the skilled hands of the small but mighty logger. Do you see that? The LKT-80 tractor, with just 80 horsepower, is still conquering steep slopes and muddy terrain without taking too much time. The 200 horsepower stump grinder, equipped with an adjustable cutting head, is smoothly grinding down a freshly felled tree stump. The process of grinding the tree stump into wood chips doesn't take much time or effort, truly impressive. The Komatsu 830.3, with 134 horsepower and a peak torque of 600 Newton meters, is struggling to break free from the thick mud in the forest. This homemade wood splitter, with 30 tons of force, makes splitting wood easier than ever, even for an old man. Amazing. Even though the 500 horsepower Cocker truck was stuck in the mud, the 124 horsepower Fendt tractor managed to pull it free and get it back on track. A great display of skill and power. This handmade machine, powered by a 3 kilowatts motor and equipped with 32 gears, operates at 220 volts and effortlessly splits a 20 centimeters wide log in seconds. The Timberjack 1410D forestry tractor, with 136 kilowatts of power, is straining as it hauls freshly harvested logs, each dozens of meters long, out of the muddy terrain. Look at that! A Tigercat 875E logger with 282 horsepower is working hard in the freezing snow, neatly stacking freshly felled logs up to 15 meters long. A 300 horsepower truck, equipped with a crane, is carefully loading 7 tons of timber onto the truck for transport to the factory. He's using all his strength to split an 80 centimeters diameter log with an axe. The Narva H60 firewood splitter, with a maximum pressing force of 37 tons, can divide an 80 centimeters wide log into 24 pieces in just a few seconds.
On siihen suunnitteilla, että vähän saadaan olevaksi olla.
With just the Stihl MS066 chainsaw, the 60 centimeters diameter pine log is sliced quickly and smoothly, just like cutting through butter. Now it's a showdown between the Mississippi 881 and 3120 XP chainsaws on a massive 105 centimeters log. What an impressive performance. Right? This is a 25 centimeters diameter tree stump being demolished by the machine for land clearing. Oh no. It looks like hauling too much timber on steep terrain caused the 110 horsepower LKT81 turbo to lose balance. And now an accident has happened. This stump cutting grapple, mounted on an excavator with 35 tons of cutting force, is grabbing and slicing stumps into smaller pieces before processing.
Get ready for an unforgettable experience. The thunderous roar of engines, the sharp crack of timber, and the breathtaking sight of massive trees crashing down in seconds. This video takes logging to a whole new level. Don't miss it.
Split.
The T40 tractor, with 40 HP, uproots a deeply rooted tree with ease. But is this power enough for even bigger challenges?
Чётко. Там туннель был.
The Massey Ferguson 265 tractor, with 60 HP, is struggling to uproot a deeply rooted tree. Will its power be enough to get the job done? The off-road beast, John Deere 7530 with 200 HP, is stuck in the mud. Will this rescue method surprise you? With just a 30 kilonewtons hand saw, the worker effortlessly handled a 30 meters tall, 40 centimeters wide uprooted spruce tree. Not everyone can pull this off. With the Husqvarna 560 XP chainsaw, the worker skillfully frees 25-foot trees toppled by a snowstorm. their roots torn from the ground. A remarkable blend of power and precision. The Bandit 2550 stump grinder, with its 4-wheel drive, effortlessly removes tree stumps with speed and precision. Such powerful performance is truly impressive. A 20-meter tree was blown over by the wind, crushing a car and now being cut to free it. A tense and risky situation. The Spalt Fast Wood Splitter, with 25 tons of force, effortlessly splits a 25 cm spruce log. Does this power impress you?
Hidrolik de yok ama neyse oraya takacağız bir şey.
A 70 HP tractor just uprooted an 8-meter dead tree and is pulling it out of the garden. Is this power enough for even tougher tasks? With a homemade 30-ton wood splitter, a boy helps his father split logs up to 30 centimeters thick. A small helper, but a big impact. The Bakula hydraulic wood splitter, with 18 tons of force, effortlessly splits a 16 centimeters log. Does this performance impress you? The Tiger Cat 890, with 282 HP, neatly stacks freshly felled 8-meter logs. Such power and precision make for an impressive sight. Five tons of 12-meter logs, freshly transported from the forest, now rest neatly on thick snow. What does this scene remind you of? In a swampy forest, the 320 HP Vimic 870 hauls 5 tons of wood to the depot. Will it conquer the challenges ahead? This 159 HP forestry tractor moves effortlessly through thick forest mud. Could even tougher terrain slow it down? The still hand saw, with 32 kilonewtons of torque, slices through large logs effortlessly. Does this power impress you? A 32-inch oak log is swiftly cut by the Stihl Mississippi 462 with 35 kilonewtons of torque. Seeing this, do you think you could do it too? The Phi SCH-45 stump cutter, powered by a Valtra T191H190 engine, effortlessly grinds a 70 cm wide poplar stump 50 cm deep in seconds. That's some serious power. This cone-shaped splitter allows large logs to split naturally along the grain, saving time and effort, a simple yet highly effective solution. With 20 tons of force, the log splits in seconds. Could this power handle even tougher challenges?